Good morning. Welcome to 0 to 60 on the Believe Network. I am your host, Matt McChesney. Today's show is going to be fast and to the point, but we are going to talk about anything and everything concerning the Colorado Buffaloes and their trip to Pullman to play Washington State, and then also the Denver Broncos hosting the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday evening on Sunday Night Football. So lots of front-range football talk here. That's what we're doing today on the show. We will try and get to everybody. If you have questions or comments, I'm doing this on my phone today, so you're going to have to bear with me if I miss some stuff. But like always, everything is brought to you by our really good friends here at BetOnline. BetOnline is your source for all your wagering needs, from news to scores, stats. They have literally everything. They do a great job supporting the show. They are our title sponsor, so thank you so much for BetOnline and everything they do for 0 to 60. You can wager on everything from the UFC to the NHL, Major League Baseball, which is over now, of course, but the NBA is in full swing, college basketball is in full swing, and of course, all of your football gambling needs. BetOnline is an elite service that can help you become elite at sports betting, but don't chase those bets, as they always say. You can go on right now and register BetOnline and use the promo code BLEAV, that's BLEAV, and they'll give you a 50% match on your first deposit, which is pretty good. The game starts at BetOnline, and we roll here on 0 to 60. Like I said, I'm your host, Matt McChesney, and it is straight Buff talk right now. And look, man, this game going to Pullman, I mean, I don't know if it could get more important than it is. Good morning to everybody, and what's up? Bree's not on today. It's just me. She'll be back next week. The game going to Pullman is of utmost importance, in my opinion. Like, look, obviously trying to get to bowl eligibility is the goal, okay? Everybody wants to go to a bowl. Being a 42-year-old old head and, you know, having this unbelievably awful, you know, just weight that I carry around, and the seniors do, Sam Wilder and, you know, guys I played with up at CU, because there were so few of us in 04. I think it was only 9 seniors on the whole damn team. I was the only one that started on defense that was a senior. So when we won the EV1.net fucking Houston Bowl, when I was a senior, I was happy, obviously. I didn't want to lose, but we were 8-5, and I was pissed. I thought we had a shitty season. We lost at Missouri on the last play of the game to open the Big 12. I thought we should have won that game. If we had replay, I think we would have. You know, the defender took the ball out of Judge's hands on the ground in a touchdown. We lost 16-9. And then, you know, we lost a double overtime game at Texas A&M, 29-26, which was a fucking heartbreaker. I've talked about with Lawrence Vickers on this show many times. I mean, one of the most heartbreaking losses of my entire life, college or NFL. The NFL losses just weren't as catastrophic, even in the playoffs for some reason. They hurt, but you're getting paid, so it's different. So, you know, my senior year, I thought we would win 10 games. We won 8. We won a bowl game. We played for the Big 12 title. Oklahoma shit stomped us. And then they played for the Natty and got crushed by SC. It's just the flow of college football. But to have this dubious, like, honor of holding the last bowl game trophy in Boulder, that sucks, man. It's 2024 next year. That's 20 years. Like, we haven't won a bowl game in 20 fucking years, man. It doesn't look like we're going to get one this year. So the importance of going to Pullman and playing well and winning. Not playing well, winning. Not playing well, fucking winning. We can't just go to Pullman and play well. They played well against SC, loss. They played well for a half against Stanford, loss. They played okay against Oregon State. They really turned it up at the end of the game, loss. They played pretty good against Arizona. I was at the game. It was awesome. Thank God it wasn't at 8 o'clock. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But that was a loss, and it was a bad one, and it hurt. So those are 4 games. The Bucs are sitting at 4-5 right now. Those are 4 games that should have been dubs. And let's just say that they don't get one of them. So 3 of the 4. So what's their record? 7-3? Nationally ranked? So that's the importance of details, the importance of winning 1-score games, the importance of understanding the situation that you're in. You can't give Oregon State an extra possession at the end of the half and lose by 7. That's why you lost. You can't the players can't shut it down at halftime against Stanford and think they're going to quit. That's why you lost. Arizona, you can't. I mean, I don't know what happened with Shador at the end of the game and the timeout and everything, but really what lost that game was the inability to stop explosion runs. Let's be real. Period. It's not as if Colorado, you're going to miss a field goal every now and then. I'm not going to put it all on the kicker. He doesn't have a huge leg, but he's done a good job. The defensive line, the linebacking core got eviscerated in that game, and we could only run the ball for 77 yards. And look, we're dead fucking last running the ball. Dead last, bro. Dead last in the country, the University of Colorado. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how to wrap my head around that. I just have to go straight Rachel Phelps style from Major League and go, well, I'm going to put together a group that'll help us relocate to Miami. If we play bad enough, they'll build us a new stadium. If you don't know the Major League connotation, you suck. And you should probably get off the fucking feed. But, some of these guys are furniture movers. Yeah, I'm making myself laugh. I'm by myself. Fuck off. Look, it's heartbreaking when you have games you should win and you lose. I played on a team there when I was a freshman in 2000. We were 3-8. We lost 6 or 7 games by 1 score. We lost the opener to CSU 28-24. We lost to Washington 17-14. We lost on the road to SC 17-14. Kansas State beat our ass. But after that, every game was 1 score. The next year we were 10-2 and won the Big 12. Same team coming back. This team's coming back next year. But they need some sugar at the end of the season, bro. You've got to go to Pullman and win tonight. And look, the whole Pac-12 after dark thing, bro, you really fucked this up. The Pac-12, we're going to talk about that in a minute too, but the Pac-12 is a disaster because of stupid decisions like this. 8:30 at night, dog, 8:30? I got kids and shit, homie. We're going to go down to DNVR tonight with the boys and Bree and I. We're going to go watch the game, and we'll be down there with Buff Country, so make sure you get your ass down to DNVR this evening and support. Jump on the feed with them and have some fun. But 8:30 at night, bro, we went to the CSU game, and Nick was a recruit. Speaking of that, he got invited to the Air Force Academy tomorrow. My son, as a recruit to the Air Force Academy. Fucking America, son. I'm super pumped. This is so cool being on the other side of it as a dad. But Nick went as a recruit, and we were up there, and it was Nick and Logan and I, and man, we didn't get home till 4 a.m. And it was dope. I'm glad we won. And Offset's performance in the locker room afterwards was super fucking cool. Super cool. He's throwing t-shirts and shit. Nick's grabbing them and it was dope, but still 8 o'clock at night's ridiculous. And especially in fucking Pullman. So I know it's 7:30 there. Congratulations, 7:30 in Canada. And also the Washington State people that don't like me, I don't like you either. And you're going to have a great time in the new Pac-12 Mountain West Conference. So it looks like the Mountain West and the Pac-12 are going to merge, and that's probably a good thing. I like the fact that there's teams elevating that puts CSU in the Pac-12 and the new Pac-12, which is awesome. It helps them with revenue. Air Force in the new Pac-12, awesome. Helps them with revenue. It puts 3 Power 5 schools in the state of Colorado, which is awesome. Big time fucking move if it does happen. I would like for them to also go after Tulane, Army, and Navy. I understand it's on the other side of the country, but I don't give a shit at this point. Maybe you can coerce Stanford and Cal to stay, but I doubt it. They're going to the ACC. So look, man, it's there's a lot of shit going on, in college football. Colorado going to Pullman this evening. I need some ass kicking up front, bro. I mean, I need some absolute fucking man work in the trench. You're dead fucking last running the football, Colorado. Dead last. 130th. You have Dylan Edwards. You have Cavassier. You've got big eaters up front. Stop running the ball laterally in zone reads and line up and fucking assault somebody moving forward vertically. It is unbelievable to me that we can't figure this out. 130th? And I'm mean, but you're ranked 130th running the football, and I'm mean. Maybe I just know what I'm talking about, and I'm not afraid to speak, and most leaders aren't. I'm not attacking anyone. I love the University of Colorado. I think Coach Prime is the man. I find the fact that people get angry about my love for this place. And when I say people, I mean associated with the university, period. I mean, to get angry and intimidated by me is ridiculous. Instead of embracing it. Embrace it. You made me this way, CU. I learned how to be like this from Coach Barnett and Chris Wilson and all the other psychos that were up there that are all in the league and all of their pension. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want NFL football players that you need to reform and not recruit? Don't you want bad motherfuckers instead of just dudes, frat boys that look like football players? Isn't that what we're trying to get? Isn't that the entire fucking point? If you want to go run a scheme that doesn't really work for running the football with a professional quarterback at quarterback, and you want to do it in a way that doesn't allow Bailey to be mean and doesn't allow Savion to be mean, because I feel like we have pretty good players, but they're stuck in a scheme where there's no true, you never really have a true tight end on the field or a fullback, so you can never really do trey or ace correctly. And if you don't know what that means, those are double team calls. And if you can never truly move a three technique with a double team and you don't have the ability to really smash face, I saw it in the first week of the season. They lined up on the goal line at TCU and fucking ate TCU alive. But, I mean, goddamn, we can't line up in that same formation and get 4 yards a clip and control time of possession the same way Arizona did, and it ended up helping them win. We have the backs. We have the big guys. The scheme is dog shit. It's terrible. And everyone knows it's terrible. And, again, getting angry at me for saying it's terrible, you're not really a fan. You don't really care. You can't get angry at the people that know what they're talking about just because they're not on the staff. I mean, give me a break, dog. The one consistent, and I've been saying this for a while, and I'm going to keep saying this shit. You know what the one consistent's been since I opened 6-0 and started helping the University of Colorado there? Through Coach Embry, through Coach Mack, through Coach Tucker, through Coach Durrell. And when Coach Prime leaves, do you know who will still be here helping and sending guys there and still beating the Colorado drum black and gold and still fucking repping this place like we're the shit when we're 1-11 and still talking to the team and telling them to lock the fucking gates? Everybody forget that fucking speech quick. You know who'll still be here doing that? Me. I'll still be here. 6-0 Academy and all the savages will still be here. I'll still send kids. I'll still help with the transfer portal. They can either accept the help or they won't. If they don't, I'll send them somewhere else. Drake Nugent was on the podcast yesterday, did a great job, starting center for Michigan. He went to Highland Ranch across the street. They told him he was too short. He'll be a draft pick. Clayton Adams, offensive line coach, a guy who was short. A short center telling another short center he's too short. You try and make sense of it, I can't. So, I understand I'm loud and intimidating. I don't understand why y'all are intimidated. I have never cooked and ate anybody. So, I get that, people can use that against me whenever they want, and that's their soft-ass fucking problem, not mine. But the university that taught me how to operate as a football player and how to operate as a businessman and how to operate on a consistent basis every single day. Up at 4:30, 6 days a week. I try and sleep till 6 on the 7th. It doesn't work very well. Always working, always grinding, entrepreneuring, owning 3 businesses, going on 4, fathering constantly and loving it. It's the best fucking job in the world. Being open with the media, not hiding behind an anonymous fucking account or having a burner account that I talk shit to people about. Like, fuck your anonymity. Get behind what you say. Not being afraid to put my ass out there on the line because I know what I'm talking about. And especially with the University of Colorado, I know the history. I'm from here. It's the only place I ever wanted to fucking play. So to have the audacity to question me or what I think is ridiculous. There's no place I love more than that place. And I'd like to send every player there that can play. I can't make them recruit them. I can't make people honor people in the transfer portal. When I begged Colorado this year not to lose Casey Roddick, Jake Wiley, and Austin Johnson, they did. And they replaced them with 3 guys that are not as good. I like Wells at center, but until I actually get to see him ace block somebody and actually play center and not like snap the ball and be confused and one-on-one block the whole time, I don't know. I think Austin's a better player at Purdue, period. There's going to be so many kids in the transfer portal this year that are already in my program that are going to be looking for new homes. And I would love to send all of them to Boulder, but if the recruiting department won't pick up the phone, what do you want me to do? I can't just call Coach Prime every time I need something. That doesn't work. That's not his job. And I don't care if anybody gets mad at me about this anymore up there. Like the fact that I have to apologize or say I might get blackballed, it just shows sensitivity. And we ain't got any room for sensitivity when we're losing for 20 fucking years in a row. Because all we're doing right now is repeating the same trend I've seen in Boulder for years. Start fast, finish terrible. How many years in a row did we finish at 5-7? Start fast, finish terrible. We're doing it again this year. And I'm not attacking Coach Prime. And if you think I am, come at me, son. Get some. But don't sit here and act like my passion and love for this place and the fact that I'm real and I can actually call what's happening what it is rather than just beating the fan drum. And God forbid, see, this is the thing with the fan drum and media. Guys who beat the fan drum in the media are just worried about their access. They don't want to lose access. Period. I don't give a shit about that. I'm going to be honest. I can be honest and still do whatever I want. Because it's different. I'm not a pundit. I'm a pro. So I don't need to sit here and pull punches when I know what pass protection looks like and I also know how to rush the passer because I did both. That's what being a concrete Charlie is in the National fucking Football League. When I have my full vest, I don't need to sit here and have conversations with people that don't know shit about fuck when it comes to football. I don't need to sit here and act like you and I are on the same page. When I talk to my lawyer, I don't debate him. I listen to him. I have my master's degree in football, bro. We can have a debate about it, but you can't sit here and act like I'm not right. So, I got players. They should all be in Boulder. They're not going to be. I know how to teach scheme, and I know how to teach offensive and defensive line play like very few do because I did both. That's why everybody I work with is so damn good. Not only are they fucking talented, but I also mix my crazy shit with theirs. I teach them everything mentally, and I tell them it's okay to be the fucking savage animal they really are. You don't need to be nice to everybody out here. These motherfuckers sign liability. Everybody signs liability. This isn't a nice guy game. This is a fuck you game. This is I get to take my mitts and assault your punk fucking ass, and you can't do shit about it other than cry to the ref or go over on the side and be, oh, he's so mean. You know how many times in my life I've been told I was mean in a football game? Damn near every game by another player. And I just look at him and I'm like, you're such a bitch-made punk. I'm going to fuck you up all day. I used to learn their girlfriends' names, their fucking mama's names. Been like, oh, hey, Kathy last night over at your house, that fucking meatloaf was great, bro. You think I'm talking about food, bitch? This is all mental. You're trying to get in the fucking headspace of other people. I'm sure I'm intimidating and pissing somebody off right goddamn now. And I'm not even talking about you. I didn't even know you. I don't know you, and you're still angry. Oh, he's so mean and loud. Ugh. The fact that I can mentally eviscerate people with the sound of my voice and my presence gives me a fucking hard on I can swing from. Be kind of weird swinging from your own hard on. Think about that shit. I'm just saying, bro, like, at what point are we going to start reforming recruits and stop recruiting them? All this, like, oh, he's got a great point in average. I had a 2.6 coming out of high school. I hated school. I got arrested multiple times. I got in trouble all the time. I didn't go to Colorado to get a fucking history degree. I went to Colorado to hit people in the teeth and beat Nebraska. Check, check. We need to find guys that actually want to play there in order to have passion and respect in your university. This is a massive problem that I'm going to bring up right now, and I'm sure it's going to be like the end of the world because, God forbid, I say anything about the place that I love. You know, if you're just comfortable and, like, let's say you have a parent who's an alcoholic and you're an adult or a young adult and you're just comfortable and you don't want to fuck up the comfort, so you don't say anything and you just keep watching them slide, that's not love. That's enabling. That's being a fucking pussy. That's being a coward and not stepping up. Did I say a bad word? Did I say something that was going to offend someone? Good. I'm glad you're offended. Fuck you. What offends me is not singing the fight song correctly. What offends me is not, I don't know how many times I've asked from Coach Brewster. I've asked everyone, can I please come up there and teach the team how to sing the goddamn fight song correctly? And I don't even get a response. Again, the recruiting people don't respond to me anymore. I have to go through Williams or Brewster, which is crazy. But whatever, I'll send the players somewhere else. It's fine. Matt's mean and scary. Woo! Halloween's over, boys. It's Thanksgiving time. Give thanks that you have somebody in your corner that gives a fuck. Instead of just all these guys around here that used to play there that just want to hang on and get a little bit of shine before it's over. God forbid someone cares. The fact that we don't sing the fight song correctly, and when I say this, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Colorado Buffalo fans. I love all of you. Thank God for you. Keep showing up. We need you. Root hard tonight. Let's go down to DMVR and fucking have a great evening and get a dub and sing the fight song. Maybe after the win tonight, I can get all the fans at DNVR to show them how to sing it correctly. I bet you they'd go fucking off. In fact, please God win tonight so I can get everybody down at DNVR fucking hopping off the goddamn floor. That place will explode. They got cameras everywhere. We'll record the fuck out of that. Yeah, that's what we're doing. RK, Jake, everybody, Bree, boys, get your fucking mind right. After they win, I'm getting everybody in the bar going on the fight song the way we sing it in the fucking team room. And when everyone starts clapping, oh, fight, nah, stop. And then I'll teach you how we really fucking do it. How we really get down as players. And then everybody will wonder why we don't do that after every single win. Because there is nothing better, baby. Nothing. I just saw that there's a bunch of comics. Let me see if I can read any of these. Yeah, it's on my phone, so everybody just keep commenting. I'm not really paying attention. And also, I don't really read comments on this stupid fucking TikTok video I did the other day. Follow on TikTok, I guess, if you want. 190,000 people are following me now. There's like 3.7 million likes on this hip video. I'm going to do one of those next week and show everybody how to do that shit too. Because the kids look good, but goddamn, I invented this fucking drill and I got hips, son. There's like 700,000 likes, bro. I don't get it. And like all these comments and shit and people talking shit. And also, I don't really read comments. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I post and leave. That's it, dog. I don't care what you say. Good, bad, or indifferent. You're watching. That's all I give a fuck about. I've never had anybody in the history of my life, other than like fist fights, which were fun, ever walk up to me and be like, you fucking piece of shit. All the high school coaches that hate me, never. They only shake hands and say how much they love me. No one ever. Weird. I think that's super weird because me, I don't like you. I'm gonna say that shit straight to your fucking face. I'll call you out. I'll call you out so fast your head'll spin, dog. But I like confrontation. I'm a, like they say, I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. I'm Superfly TNT. Every time my fingers touch brains, I'm the guns of the Navarone. So look, I need the Colorado Buffaloes to go to Pullman, Washington tonight and tell everybody in Pullman to pull me. It is time to go beat somebody's motherfucking ass. This is not a let's go be cordial and have a nice game up in Pullman. Nah. Get all those fucking farmers in the building, lock the gates on them, and get the fuck out of there after you whip the shit out of them. In 2004, when we went to Seattle and beat their ass, and they were talking shit, and all the fans were out there hee-hawing and shit, I couldn't wait to get out of the fucking room. Ask anybody in the room. All I said before the fucking game. I brought everybody up, the entire fucking everyone. Coach Barnett, everybody. Everybody's in there. And I pulled my helmet up like I always did so everybody knows who the fuck they're playing. And I said, boys, this is real simple. Let's get the fuck out of here after we beat the shit out of these people. Let's go. Broke it down, walked out, whipped that ass, hit the quarterback like 25 fucking times. I recovered the fumble at the end of the game. I put it up in the air, spiked it on the ground, got on the plane, went back to Boulder to the Foundry. 2-0. It ain't hard, dog. Go whip that ass, get on the plane, come back to Boulder, wherever the fuck you guys go, because the Foundry's gone. Tear. Just saying, man. Pull up to Pullman, tell them to pull you, get the fuck out of Pullman. We don't play Mountain West schools anymore in conference. We're out. We can't lose to both of them, too, by the way. If Oregon State beats us, and they're going to the Mountain West, and they're really fucking good, by the way. And look, Oregon State, just to say this, Oregon State has a real chance to just cause chaos in the Pac-12. They have Washington and Oregon back-to-back weeks, dog. What a schedule. And they're ranked 10th. I'm telling you, man, if they wouldn't have lost to Arizona, they might have been a one-loss team that could have fucked around in the playoff. But now they can just ruin everything and go to the Rose Bowl. That'd be pretty cool, Mountain West team in the Rose Bowl. Garcia and White are so mad at me right now. Two of my boys played at Oregon State, and they're so angry about this. And look, Oregon State and Washington State are getting fucked. But if the Pac-12 is rebuilt, they can run that conference. Like, Oregon State and Washington State should be going like automatic 12-round playoff team for the next 10 years straight because they are way better than the teams in the Mountain West. You put in the Mountain West with those teams, they should shit stomp all of them and go to the playoff. Like, you might want to stay in this conference. No, I'm kidding. The Big 12 is awesome. Let's get the fuck out of the Pac-12 immediately. So, we're going to talk about the Broncos here in a little bit, maybe. At this point, everybody seems to like the fact that I'm talking all this shit, so I might just keep this going. And usually the show doesn't go that long, but I don't give a fuck about time, and I've got nothing else to do today, so I might as well just sit here and talk to myself like I'm talking to you. I talk to myself all the time, by the way. If you don't talk to yourself, who are you conversating with? You don't have another person in your head? I've got nice guy Matt. I've got radio Matt that still talks shit, but I don't talk that much. But then I've got also I've got a savage animal inside of me that I've got to calm down all the time. Oh, I'd be perfectly content 1,000 years ago with fucking mead in the skull of my fucking of the people I just conquered. Get the brain out of there, clean it, kinda. Mead, fire, chainmail, fucking axe, swords, huge beard, long hair, fucking die at 50, Valhalla, bitch. I'm with that. I just was born in the wrong goddamn century. Bummer. It's a real fucking bummer. Leon says he talks to himself. That's good. It's good. So, does anybody have any questions, concerns? Save your concerns, but I'll answer any questions. Hey, I just found your show. Ah, shit, I figured it out on my phone. Now you're all fucked. Just found your show, and I love it. You're everything CU needs. I agree. Everybody subscribe here. We'll throw that banner up there. I just saw the Breeze on there, too. Hold on. I'm getting there. Like, subscribe, pound the like button. Pound it. Maybe not like that. Chicago backhand style, though. Make sure Spitting it first, though. You don't, fuck, man. You don't want to go too rough. We were talking about sandpaper dildos this morning on Coach JB's show. Not a good idea. So, man, like and subscribe. Sorry if I just offended you, by the way. Comments. Hi, Bree. I'm really upset that you're not here this morning, but you can't keep me on the rails if you're not here. I can't even read, so these comments, you can say whatever you want. I can just be like, I can't see it. I'll put the phone on the left. We're fucked. By the way, let me ask this question. Because I can't see left, I got a really funny story about that too. You want to hear it? Cool, let's go. Here, question. The glaring weaknesses of the team hats. Okay, nope, not you, Reed. Well, I'll get back to you in a minute, Brown. All right, so I'll answer this question in a second. I was playing left guard for the Broncos once, and I had to turn my head left to pick up the blitzer, and McDaniels yelled at me, McChesney, you can't turn your head left. And I was like, Josh, I can't fucking see, you little bitch. He said, oh, okay. And that was the last thing he ever fucking said to me. So, question. Thoughts on the $15 million scoreboard. Okay, here's my thoughts on a $15 million scoreboard. Cool, man. Scoreboards are cool. I mean, they got a lot of money coming in. I dig it. I will say this. I'm struggling with the NIL thing that fans and businesses and like myself and shit have to contribute money to get players. If you want my money, well, you have to listen to what I say then, especially as being a professional. Like, I'm not going to be contributing any money and then not have a phone call returned, especially if I got players too. Like, that's the thing. So if you want help and you want the community to help them, when the community panders for something, and I don't know how many goddamn times I've seen on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, this show, JB's show. I mean, I did Let's Ride with Patty C and Chris Harris the other day on their show. They had comments coming in saying, this guy should be the offensive line coach. Well, I didn't even play offensive line in Colorado. I played defense there. But I'd gladly be the offensive line coach because I know what the fuck I'm doing. But again, if you're going to contribute to the NIL fund and you're going to contribute to everything that's going on there, the fans should have a say in what happens because it's their fucking money. Otherwise, full circle back to your question, maybe they should use the $15 million to go get players. You can buy them now. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. There's a billionaire that loves Coach Prime. I can never remember his goddamn name. I was on DNVR yesterday. Somebody come up with the name. I think it's Reed or something. Let me talk to you again. Mr. Billionaire guy in Denver that loves Coach Prime. Yo, what's up, son? Are you going to give us the money so we can do this? We got dudes if you can just supply some bread. And he's got the bread, and he loves Coach Prime, so let's go. Pony up, son. Smith, there you go. Mr. Smith, please, for the love of God. Robert Smith, please, please, please. From one buff to another buff, even if you're not a buff. You're an honorary one. We'll give you a degree. We'll name a building after you. Who gives a fuck? Whatever you want, we got. You need a foot rub? I got my technique down and everything. I don't be tickling or nothing. I have been known to bite a foot, but never, it's been a while. Fuck. Yeah, that's happening. So look, Mr. Smith, if we could please get you to donate like, I don't know, 20 million. You're a billionaire, dog. You don't need that shit. 20 million. You'll make it back in interest. We could get the baddest motherfuckers alive, all of them in Boulder. We'll win a natty. Things will be great. Shador will get a Heisman. Travis Hunter will win every other award. And things will be awesome. It'll be kick-ass. I got like 15 guys right now that could walk in and start immediately that I'm going to fucking send somewhere else because they can't pick up the phone. So, again, really sorry that I'm bringing all this up because I'm sure somebody in Boulder is going to hear about it and be like, did you hear what that fucking McChesney guy said today? He said that he's got players and he wants to send them to Boulder, but we won't pick up the phone. So he's going to send them somewhere else. I can't pick up the phone. Fuck him. He's too mean. We want nice. We don't want mean players. We want nice guys. Yeah, it looks like Shador wants nice guys when they're ricocheting him off the floor and all the linemen are standing there like, hey, bro, are you okay? Watch out is not blocking. If every time you block, you yell, look out, that's bad. Bad. Run! That's what you're supposed to say in a zombie movie, not in a football game. Unless, of course, you're Arizona. Right in the fucking heart. So look, dog, I understand that people are angry. I don't care. I dig it. I love when people are mad at me. I don't understand it. I don't know why it makes me feel so warm and bubbly inside. But like, you ever drive, right? You're driving, and like, I love when I pull up next to people with their windows down, and I have my windows down, and I'm banging like fucking Lamb of God, the redneck song. This is a motherfucking invitation. Woo! Getting down, right? And I look over and she's like rolling her window up. I fucking love it. I love it. It makes me so happy. I wish I could turn my radio up even more, but I can't. So I have to go buy speakers now just to piss off people in Parker more. Fuck. That's one thing. The other thing, like, I'm a pretty calm driver because I'm not in a hurry. I mean, I drive fast, but I'm not in a hurry. It's weird. But I think I'm pretty safe, all things considered. But like people that drive crazy and then you see them in their car like, what the fuck? And they're like flipping you off and shit. I love that shit. I fucking love it, dude. Because like every time karma kicks in, right? And fucking, right when they do it, they'll have to stop at the stoplight and I'll be able to pull up right next to them and I can just roll my window down and go. And just look at them. And they get so goddamn, oh my God, it's so awesome. So awesome. Thumbs up. I can't focus on this and that at the same time. I have eye. One of them's on the screen, the other one's done. Do I think Jordan Seaton starts as a freshman if we land him? I don't think there's any shot in hell we're getting that kid. Good talk, though. Not a shot in hell. So, I mean, I'd like to think we get Jordan Seaton, but how? We don't have enough money. And honestly, I don't really want to rely on a true freshman offensive lineman, bro. Like asking everyone to rely on a kid in a man's game, that's I want to like recruit him and get him in here and fucking like make sure that he's on the team and help him develop and turn him into a pro. And like he can start for 3 or 4 years after he redshirts. If he early enrolls in January and knock some of the baby fat off and put some weight on, because this is the biggest thing this is a fact, by the way. People like big dudes, young big dudes are usually soft as shit. And I'm not saying he's soft. I'm saying like when he walks into a man's environment, the guys in the room are going to whip his ass when he's young. Like you got to go in there and really, really, really put in time in the weight room and mentally mature to go play in the trench. You're not asking like a true freshman quarterback or a true freshman receiver or safety to go play where they're in space. You're talking about the trench. The trench is a different fucking area. And I'd like to think that he could step in and play. No doubt about that. He's a stud. But I don't know if we can rely on him. I think he'll definitely struggle as a freshman, and that's what we're already struggling. So I don't know if relying on a true freshman is the right way. The transfer portal seems more of the way to go. But again, I don't know the guys they're identifying. I know they got a great JUCO prospect. He's a number 2 player at this position, I think. I can't remember his name, but I can't remember anybody's fucking name. So who cares? But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough question. We were going to talk about the Broncos today. Here's me talking about the Broncos. I'm going to the game. I don't really go to pro football games. So we'll see how this goes. I don't go to pro football games because I can't stand it when people say, oh, I can fucking do that. And it's Sunday night, so there's going to be hammered people everywhere. And I don't drink, so that's going to be fun. Fuck. On top of like the Viking fans that do this, bro, just clap, you fucking morons. Why do we have to do it in succession? And why in the fuck did we adopt that in Boulder? Why is it SCO Buffs? That never happened when I played SCO Buffs. We're not in fucking Minnesota, son. Fuck that chant, by the way. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it more than anything. I hate it more than not singing the fight song, Sko Buffs. How about just go Buffs, dog? Why do I have to say Sko? What the fuck does that even mean? Who came up with that shit? Anybody? No, I don't drink, Travis. I haven't had a drink in 14 years. One foe. Now, that said, I do other stuff. I just don't drink. And by other stuff, I mean fucking lift. No, dog, I don't. You don't want me on alcohol. Yeah, let's mix this with whiskey. Nah, dog. Bad fucking idea. Nah, I need like my boy Mark Beaton said to me once. It's a deterrent. I need a deterrent. I don't need an accelerator, homie. I don't do upper drugs, and I don't smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke dope every day, but I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink. I don't do painkillers anymore. Thank God. That sucked. I had a 5-level back fusion. That was awful. That was fun. Fun couple of years after that. So yeah, I don't go down that road anymore. And look, I'm not telling anybody that has a problem out there how to do this, but going cold turkey is usually the best way to do shit, and that's the way I do things. I just quit shit. So that was cool. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I appreciate your insight and everything too, bro. I don't, Mr. Ramirez, I appreciate the fact that you appreciate. We got 86 people in here on the live. It keeps fluctuating. Hey, pound the like button. Pound it. Chicago backhand. I don't give a fuck. Spit on it. Just what do you guys got to do? Just get it going and fucking hit it. We're all about hitting buttons on this motherfucker. So hit that button. If you don't hit the button, then what are we talking about? Football still? Does anybody want to talk about the Broncos, or can I shut the fuck up and get out of here now? Do you guys want me to leave or stay? Pick one. Anybody that wants me to stay, I need comments. Anybody that wants me to leave, tell me so I can be done for the weekend. Quit them racist jokes. You know, I haven't said any racist jokes, but good talk. I smacked the shit out of you with baby powder. I think people are talking shit to each other in the chat. I didn't know you could do that. Can you talk shit to each other in the chat? Oh, I think you can. I learn something new every day. They want me to stick around and stay. Okay, fine. Then what do you want me to talk about? Give me something, dude. I can't just sit here and talk about Pullman. There's 35 fucking people there, and I already talked shit about all of them. You love my energy? Yeah, well, maybe you should go get a job where you can hire me, and then I'll be energetic for you. All right, I'm running out of shit to say, bro. Barnett's Buffs. All right, I can talk about Barnett's Buffaloes. I can do that quick. I think Gary Barnett is the most under-respected coach in Colorado history. I think he got absolutely fucking jobbed out of his job up there. He should have been the coach there till the day he wanted to walk away. He did more with less from a support standpoint than anybody I've ever known. The administration was constantly at his neck telling him what he couldn't do, and he did more with less. He recruited great players. You look at the pictures of the teams that I played on from 2000 to 2004, and I'll even include the 05 team in that because I know they ended terribly, and the Nebraska game was ugly, the Texas game was ugly, and then Gary got let go. But that team had so many fucking pros on it. It was ridiculous. When you just look at it, it's riddled with guys with their NFL pensions. Dudes, everywhere. I was just up at the game on Saturday. Andre Giroud's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Best offensive lineman I ever played with. He played played against. Victor Rogers played next to him, pro. Dan Graham played next to him, Mackey. Chris Brown, Bobby Purify, Cortland Johnson. I don't claim Marquisha Houston. Fuck him. Wayne Lucier, pro. Marwan Hage, pro. He played for 12 years in Canada, dog. 12. Speaking of Canada, everybody, make sure you support Mustafa Johnson. Okay, Mustafa is playing in the Grey Cup this weekend. Montreal's playing in it. Mustafa's one of our guys at Dungeon Family. He's a fucking stud. He is a professional 3 techniques. Somebody needs to sign this kid. Denver Broncos, sign Mustafa Johnson in the offseason. Homeboy is an animal. Animal. Such a good football player. He's an all-pro up there this year in Canada, eh? And they don't even play on ice skates, the fucks. So I'm really excited about that. But look, there were players everywhere the entire time I played there. Brayton and Bannon and Marcus Harris and Abraham Wright and I mean Deshaun Sykes and Tufts and just dudes everywhere. Drew Walrus, who has passed since but played for a long time in the NFL, and just Michael Lewis and I saw Donald Strickland up there who laid one of the biggest hits in CU history on Darren Sproles to win Kansas State in 02, 35-31. So, like, look, man, the history of this place runs deep. It's why I think we should be singing the fight song. It's why I think you can bring in Coach Prime, and it can be Coach Prime's Buffs, but we're still the Buffs. And I don't know. I think that there's a lot to work on, and that's a good thing. That's what you want. And everyone knew that shit, too. So, look, I think that they get a huge win tonight in Pullman. The people in Pullman can pull me. And we're going to be down at DNVR all evening, so make sure you come down and support. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to get off now because I am tired of talking to myself, although I appreciate the comments. Everybody hit the like button. Make sure you watch the show. It's a fiery one. But it's really just me. I'm just talking. So, and I'd be talking. So we're rolling. Did you ever get to meet LeVar Ball? No, dude. Why the fuck would I meet LeVar Ball? Did he go up there too? No, I talked to Kevin Garnett, the real basketball player guy. LeVar Ball, he seems cool. I mean, I like him. He's an entrepreneur. I respect that. I actually kind of respect what he's done for all of his kids. He really put himself out there. You know what? I take this back. I dig LeVar Ball. I like him. I wish I could have met him because he's got swag and he's outspoken and people don't like him either. And I like that shit. So I'm glad you brought that up, and I changed my own mind while we were talking, which is pretty cool. Matt, get a show where you can call in. How would I call into myself? What are you talking about? KG is that guy. So here's a good story. All right, here. We'll put this one up there. KG is that guy. Watch this. So when we went up to the game when KG was there for SC, okay, I walked by him and I was like, okay, I'm not going to fanboy. And then I was like, well, I'm never going to get this opportunity again, especially at CU. So I'm going to fanboy. So I walked up and I was like, yo, you're one of my favorite players of all time. You know, I kind of patterned my shit talking after your shit talking, which is true because he's a world-class shit talker. And he was like, oh, man, that's awesome. What are some of your techniques? And I'm like, usually I go after someone how someone looks immediately. And he's like, yeah, choose it the best way. It gets their attention really fast. And I was like, cool, can we get a picture? He's like, fucking A. So we got a picture, and Kevin's way up here, and I'm way down here. It was awesome, bro. Like, to hear the big ticket sit there and talk shit and to dap him up and get a picture was pretty cool. Very rarely do I have fanboy moments, but damn it, that was one of them. Remember, our good friends at Bet Online bring you the show. Thank you for all that they do. Make sure you go through them for all your wagering needs. Thank you to Bet Online for all they do. They are truly the shit. Get yourself a shirt. You see this shirt right here? This is a badass motherfucking shirt. You need one for Christmas. Everyone in your house needs one for Christmas. We got hoodies. We got shirts. We got flags coming. Somebody asked about a flag. We got flags, son. The flags on it, they're black and has a pirate face on it. It's black with a 6-0 pirate on it. And if you ever see a black flag, that means no fucking quarter. Do you know what no quarter means? That means we ain't taking prisoners. So if you hang a fucking 6-0 Savage flag, there's no quarter allowed. Everybody just understand that because I can't wait to get one. And then lastly, I wanted to talk to everybody about 6-0 equipment real quick. Go to 60equipment.com and get yourself a body bag. The Denver Broncos just bought a bunch of them. They got custom sleeves on them. They are super dope. I can't wait to see them and put a picture up. Northern Colorado came down yesterday and watched the guys work out. Had a really good session in the morning, and they took their bags up to UNC to help them dig the trench up there. I know they're struggling, but they're building, and I really think that they're going to be doing great things up in Northern Colorado. BYU, Utah, Michigan, Oklahoma, they're all getting involved. Get yourself a bag if you want to donate it to your high school or whoever. If you're a fighter, if you're a football player, I don't care if you want to drill a hole in it and fuck it. I don't care. Just buy one. 60academy.com is one of the websites. 60equipment.com is the other. You can follow all this on TikTok too. We're on TikTok Shop, which I don't really know how to use. So someone help. Yeah, we're rolling. So this has been the longest show of my life. I've never talked to myself this long, and now I'm going to leave. So I appreciate everybody. Have a great week. Or have a great weekend. Go Buffs. I think they win tonight 41-28. And I think the Broncos whip Minnesota's ass at home, and Josh Dobbs kind of falls back to earth a little bit with one of the best defenses in football. So I say Sunday Night Football with the Broncos is going to be 24-13. And we're rolling. It'll be a good weekend on the Front Range. I will be at the Air Force Academy with my son, with Logan and with Bree on Saturday. I cannot wait. That is going to be super dope. And yeah, it's just another fun weekend of football before Turkey Day. Now, next week is my favorite fucking holiday ever. It's goddamn Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. And we're going to talk about Thanksgiving food all week. We're going to talk about if you like the turkey more or if you like the turkey sandwiches. I think you know where I'm going. And what are your favorite things about Turkey Day? Let's talk about this. Goodbye, everyone.